I take it you have concerns.
I can think of a few.
You're only escalating matters.
You expect us to believe you're going to fight your own children?
I can't deny my responsibility for what Valen and Arkan have become. I have to end their bloodshed.
What did you see in Valkorion that you had children with him?
You say he was a homicidal tyrant, but that isn't the man I knew. He was benevolent, wise, even kind. At least at first. We never agreed on how the children should be raised, and over time he became more and more distant. More cold. I was afraid for what the children would become. But when I decided to leave, they chose him. I couldn't force them.
You've been lying to us all this time. Now you give us this woe is me story, and we're supposed to take your word for it?
You don't have to take my word. You can ask the immortal Emperor himself.
I am not him. I am myself.
When Valkorion was in charge, he wasn't fixated on waging war. If we can get him back on the throne...
Valkorion is a world devourer.
He brought direction and stability to Zakul.
Trust me, Koth, you don't know him like I do.
No. You don't know him like I do.
Neither of you know him like I do.
Try sharing a little less.
That isn't what I meant.
Interruption. The Republic astromech has established contact.
T7, what does he have for us?
Report. A criminal meatbag on Zakul has been in search of the gravestone. This Lady of Sorrows alleges she can establish a dialogue with its computers.
Lady of Sorrows? Good luck with her.
I take it she's trouble.
She's an information broker. Acts as her own enforcer. Never apprehended. So yes, trouble. She operates in Zakul's Old World district. I know it better than anyone. I'll escort you.
Back to Zakul. Right onto Arkan and Valen's front door?
I don't think they'll expect to find us there. Do you?
It's worth a try, this Lady of Sorrows. But I'd like a word before you leave.
Who thought the Lady of Sorrows would be the key to figuring you out? Destiny calls.
You kept an important truth hidden from me, even when I feared something was off. That cannot be the way we do things. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, that your intentions are as you say. I'd like you to do the same for others. Not an easy task. Koth believes in Valkorion. Senya withheld vital information. Neither one trusts the other. That's why you must act as an example.
You really think they're trustworthy?
I'm too much of a realist for absolute trust. Especially after Ziost, but I know their intentions are sound. May the Force serve you well out there.
And we have a new companion. Hello and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, of course.
Not getting access to the hangar controls. Some kind of power outage.
Oh, very well, we'll look into that, Koth. Of course, we are here with my Jedi Knight Ciaphas Cain on board the gravestone at the moment. You'll notice, of course, we've had a bit of a wardrobe change. I think I may have worn this outfit a few times over the series so far, but it doesn't scream Jedi, which is kind of what we're going for right now. At the same time, we had a lot to unpack there from that dialogue. It seems we're now on our way back to the world of Zakul. Koth seems rather eager to allow the immortal Emperor Valkorion, who is living rent-free in our head right now, to reclaim the Eternal Throne, because he did right by Zakul. A rather selfish position considering the probable billions that Valkorion has slain over the centuries. And then, of course, we have Senya, who revealed that Arkan and Valen, of course, are her son and daughter. From Valkorion. So, get ourselves over to the power generator. So this Lady of Sorrows claims she can establish a dialogue with the gravestone. Someone who works in the old world of Zakul. Not only that, we have to unpack the fact that Lana's a bit unhappy with us for concealing the fact that the Emperor again is living inside our head. And we didn't tell her. The former head, the former minister of Sith intelligence. And while we may have worked side by side to deal with Revan, she was still an enemy. And if it wasn't for the Eternal Empire attacking both factions, she probably still would be an enemy.
Odd fluctuations. Relays are gunked up or something. We have to clean out the junctions.
Oh, we're making friends.
Ready to fight.
So we didn't quite clear out all of the beasties here on board the gravestone before we left the swamp, it seems. Oh, we have a bundle of spare fuses here. Either Koth or maybe Tora picked them up before leaving the asylum.
Everything's good to go. What was it?
An infestation. If they'd grown any bigger, we'd have more to worry about than spotty power. We should catch the rest of the ship.
Courtesy. I will take it upon myself to eradicate these hostile stowaways, masters. Once I have gathered additional munitions, I will scour the ship from top to bottom.
Whoa, 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 easy! We can have you blasting through the hull left and right.
Appeasement. I can employ knives and blunt force instruments instead. Would that make you feel safer?
Not really.
Next time, you're on cleanup detail.
Lovely. So HK-55 is gonna hunt down the rest of these leeches. But we may as well do a bit of technical repair since we're close by. We also have a couple of bits of mail. Now that the gravestone is somewhat repaired, we can check the mailbox here. Excellent. We have one from Tano Vic, the former member of Havoc Squad. We met down in the free zone. Figured the stories were true and that you died on Zakul. Never thought I'd find myself haggling with a legend come back from the grave over some worthless thief. Don't know what your angle is with Tora, but if I catch her sniffing around my business again, he's dead. The upside to my day is that all those merchants saw me walk away from you, and now my skim off them is double what it used to be. They even think we're pals. I'd cut you in on the take, but you don't seem the type to be interested. You and me will just have to stay out of each other's way. And of course Heskel, the so-called leader of the Scions. Your prowess as a warrior was never in question. Our duel was not designed to test your skill or restraint. I needed to see the fate you were concealing. I now know the Eternal Emperor's spirit lives within you, and that your refusal to accept his gift is what blinded my scions. Know that Valkorion is your ally, and wishes to see this galaxy restored. When the final battle comes, he will stand with you. Let his power flow through you, and guide us all to victory. Yeah, the Sith Emperor is truly my ally. You've foreseen it, have you? Oh. I'm heading back down to the engineering deck, I believe. And to that hangar bay, whose door we helped repair earlier.
A love the hand of Tython could not deny.
We're headed back into the heart of Arkan's empire, and you're singing.
What better time? Anyway, where we're going, no one will be looking for criminals. Most of the people there are criminals, which of course presents its own dangers. I do enjoy visiting the old world. It's a piece of the cool history. Valkorion's first attempt at creating a grand society.
A failed attempt.
Only in scale. To him, it wasn't nearly grand enough.
I want to know more about your relationship with Valkorion.
The story really isn't as outlandish as whatever you're imagining. We met after I earned a place in his elite guard. I never hesitated to speak my mind, which caught his attention, I suppose. He was fascinating, bold, always completely certain of his next step.
The way you describe him, I can't blame you for taking an interest.
You also have to understand his place in our culture, our psychology, our entire conception of ourselves. He guided Zakuul's prosperity for generations, centuries. What we had wasn't a child's notion of romance, but we were happy. Then Arkan and his brother Thexan were born. I loved them so much. But no matter what I did, they wanted nothing to do with me. And Valkorion wanted nothing to do with them. His mind was somewhere else. He barely spoke, barely acknowledged any of us for weeks at a time. And then, Vaylin. Vaylin was troubled from the start.
Was she really dangerous, even as a child?
She made furniture move while she was still in the womb. Tore droids apart as a toddler. Once a guard dropped a ball she tossed. Vaylin crippled him. I confronted Valkorion. His daughter needed help. His sons needed him. His solution was to cage Vaylin's mind. Most of her power was locked away, along with most of who she was. He ignored the rest of us outright. I couldn't stand by and watch. I gathered the children. I tried to tell them we needed to go. They laughed and called me weak. Even as children, even with Valen's power restrained, the three of them together were still far more powerful than me. I couldn't force them to go. So, I left.
Did Valkorion try to stop you from leaving?
No. I'm not sure he even noticed. I transferred to the Knights Enforcement Division and took assignments at the outer fringes of our empire. Valkorion never spoke another word to me. Since then, I've only seen my children in broadcasts of public events, like Thexen's funeral, killed in the core worlds. I doubt they even remember me. Hello, little one.
Gotten yourself into any trouble while I was gone?
The Lady of Sorrows is wanted for murder and theft of state secrets, among other charges. The Knights have hunted her for years. No one's come close.
Who has she murdered?
Oh, just anyone who's managed to get in her way. You may not believe this, but it's rare for someone to escape a knight's justice.
And when that someone is the knight's own child?
We'll find out, won't we? Could I... Is it possible for me to talk to him? To Valkorion?
I don't think it works that way exactly.
Lots of things live down here. Few of them friendly. We should be careful.
And welcome to the old world of Zakul, everyone. We have our old friend T7. Of course, Jürgen is here, helping us sneak into the bowels of this first empire of Valkorion. And we are going to be trying to locate this Lady of Sorrows. Make sure no one can really spot us, detect our entrance. Oh, excellent. Jürgen's here also giving us a hand. Lurkers like the ones we saw on Yavin.
Ready to fight!
Senya, where's your... I think you have like a lightsaber pike, don't you? Or you're meant to at the very least. Oh! Some form of beastie up there. Well, it's minding its own business, so I'll mind mine. Now, there's a very good possibility that despite us destroying these security cameras, they've already caught our image. these eradication droids, bio-eradication droids, trying to control some of the Wingmore population themselves. On the positive side, we're not
You know
really...
your way around a fight, T7. I don't doubt it. We'll trade stories sometime.
Yes, Jurgen and I have indeed been through quite a bit. As I was saying, it's a good thing that we're not, having to fight the droids down here either.
Time for justice!
Access the old world from here. And just to lead to the local tram station. Before we do that, of course, we have this security station, which maintains all of the security camera recordings. We're just gonna delete a few files. If nothing else, it means we might be able to infiltrate the old world via this route again. Now in a tram service tunnel.
Update. Extermination efforts aboard the gravestone have been slower than anticipated, Master. It seems quite unnecessary that I clean up the creature's remains. They clearly serve as an effective warning to other potential stowaways. But Master Votena was quite insistent, so the ship will be quite clean upon your return.
Excellent, yeah. Leaving the bodies, well, that'll sort of stink up the place. Ooh. Well, be careful there.
Tell me, Acolyte, what does the return of our great Zildrog mean to you?
It means death to disbelievers. It means the end of our corrupt society. It means great happiness for all.
You understand much, but do you know what will become of you, your family?
We give ourselves to Zildrog's glory, so that the wicked may be punished. We die so that Zakul may live on.
Good. You are on your way. In Zildrog's name.
In Zildrog's name.
Some sort of religious cult of some kind? This great serpent, this Zildrog. I wonder what that means.
This is the old world as most Zakulans know it. A place to mingle with the rabble and then go home to brag about it. One big party. I have a contact nearby. Need to go alone.
Don't keep me waiting.
Won't be long.
T7 has his own plan. How has Jurgen been over the years since we last saw him? Either way, T7 has suggested tapping the old world's surveillance cameras. Try and track down this Lady of Sorrows. At the same time, we have picked up a codex entry. Is it the only one? It is. On the old world. The Zakulans have always been fascinated by suffering. In ancient times, the old ways taught that pain represented the power of the gods. Now, living in a near utopia, most Zakulans have never known what it means to suffer. Food, shelter, clothing, and education are all provided by the grace of the Emperor. But in the lower recesses of the Spire, called the Old World, citizens can leave their pampered lifestyles behind and pay for the pretense of suffering, placing bets on gladiators in the arena or living out dark fantasies in the red light district. The Knights of Zakul have no jurisdiction here, which Orkin allows only because it keeps the privileged docile and content. Located below the Old World is Breaktown, an urban wasteland where an underbelly of outcasts has fled from the Eternal Throne's authority. In this forgotten city's decrepit ruins, debtors, black market criminals, and those who reject the Emperor set up new pockets of society away from Arkan's prying eyes. So not only do we have this region, the Old World, but we have an even underbelly to this location known as Breaktown. Oh. We have a Syndulla here.
You saw the Lady of Sorrows. Yeah, of course you did. What does she look like?
She had a crown, and a suit of armor. And she was fast and strong. She could punch and kick and...
You watch too many holovids. You ever do see the lady, my advice? Forget you ever did and run.
So the Lady of Sorrows is around here, it seems. If just a simple courier has located her in the past. Did I say her? Maybe I'm giving things away. Okay. T7's located the first surveillance feed. Jurgen's warning us that their slicing efforts may be detected. And T7 was indeed correct, but hopefully they weren't able to give off any alert as to who was attacking them. this. Oh. Making more friends. Animation locked there for a moment. Oh, we have a small marketplace. Oh, looks like someone's using an old tram as... Yeah, this is like a tram. Huh. This place is falling apart slowly but surely. Oh! I wasn't paying attention.
I had always intended to visit the old world. I thought I would have the time. Delightful.
You couldn't have mentioned Senya was the mother of your children?
I wanted to see what she would do. In the end, she chose to place her trust in you and your associates.
She'll make a powerful ally.
Intelligent, skilled, confident, and fearless. Oh, she does not give in.
Priority call for High Justice Valen. She'll want to know who I just spotted.
Oh. Wonderful. Did someone up from the spire, the upper levels of Sekul, recognized us despite our change in attire. Oh! There's a cooler computer seemingly are snobby. Another surveillance feed right here. One more surveillance feed that can be sliced. Understanding data flows equals understanding system weak points. Understanding these weak points may allow us more opportunities to succeed. Ah, I was just listening out in the background there, and I think that assassin that Mila Syndulla was waiting for us to clear the camera feed while stealth. I just heard the respawn of the enemy droid we just dealt with. We are on the PvP instance after all. I don't think we can fight her though. Currently, anyway. Yep.
If you can read me, I made some new friends. Could use a hand.
I'm on my way.
Okay. Senia's made some new friends while meeting with her contact, it seems.
I don't get why the Heralds want to see everything come to an end.
You don't think folks should do things just because the Dark Serpent Zildrog the Destroyer says so, huh? You ain't exactly alone in that.
See, that's it though. I was taught Zildrog was a teacher. He offered tests and guidance to make people stronger.
Truth is, Zildrog lives out in the Endless Swamp. It's a monster that rises up and eats whoever's around.
Oh, really?
Nah, it's all nonsense, all of it. Gonna buy a hat or not?
Okay. There's different cultural beliefs about this Zildrog. But, as we learned from the Codex, maybe this great teacher was a teacher of pain and suffering, that to endure. And going back to Planescape Torment, another title, another role-playing game, but in enduring you grow stronger. I need to really replay Planescape Torment, but God, it's such an old game. Okay, we have a cantina here.
No one seems to be discussing why anyone would attack the Spire and kill all those people.
Because who wants to acknowledge the truth?
What truth is that?
Some folks live for destruction. They delight in causing others to suffer.
That's awful.
It is.
We have people here from the Spire having, like, carousing with some of the people living down here in the old world. Hey, there's a familiar name. Here, of course, Dominaire, the Master of Mayhem, who helps organize the Eternal Championship, the gladiatorial fights down here in this cantina.
These people had a god for their emperor, and now, nothing. But if a crew fails without its captain, that's the captain's fault, not the crew's.
We have another assassin over here. We'll of course look into the Eternal Championship later.
Feel the power of Zildrog's claws!
Who were they?
Heralds of Zildrog. Cultists longing for the return of a mythical serpent god. Used to be they were just a nuisance. Now they're militant.
Good show! Absolutely wonderful.
Did you provoke them?
No. They were sent after me by someone in this room. There you are. Sicking heralds on me, Reg? Not too bright.
It wasn't me. The heralds run the old world now. They made a deal.
With Arkan? What kind of deal?
Heralds keep crime down, and the knights keep out. You stick around, they'll blame it on me. You gotta go.
Tell me where to find the Lady of Sorrows first.
Some kind of joke, right? I'll take my lumps from the heralds over the lady any day.
And where do I fit on that list?
What?
You know what I can do, Reg. Need another reminder?
Senya, stop. This isn't the way to get answers.
It's the only way they understand. Back off and let me do my job.
Wait a minute, wait. I was gonna say you don't want to mess with the lady. Then I was gonna say, but hey, that's your prerogative. You've always been square with me, I'll be square with you. Don't gotta hit me.
Where is she?
I don't know. But I do know who to talk to. There's a data seller at Market Station, Mona Gale. She works with the lady all the time.
Mona Gale. All right. Sorry, let's go.
Guess who I found?
The Outlander?
Right under our noses in the old world.
Alone?
Oh no. That's the best bit. Mother is here too. Shouldn't we go say hello?
Why would they escape only to return? Let them do what they came here for. I'll see that they don't dawdle.
Well, that didn't last long, did it? They know we're here. So, Arkan and these now militant heralds of Zildrog made a deal to allow the heralds kind of to run the show down here in the old world. Stories of the dragon Zildrog predate Isaac's pantheon. In the earliest legends, Zildrog was a guiding mentor who tested the strength of a warrior's spirit. A fallen warrior would be consumed by the dragon, feeding its everlasting power. However, a victorious warrior was rewarded with the breath of the dragon. This boon imbibed a soul with burning fire, lighting the way to a fortuitous future. During the height of the old ways, Zildrog's...
No one seems to be discussing why anyone would attack the Spire and kill all those people.
Because who wants to acknowledge the truth?
Ugh, what truth is that?
Some folks live.
Zildrog was one of Isaac's many forms, a terrible beast that brought only death to the swamps around the Spire. But a powerful syndicate of zealots in Breaktown, who call themselves the Heralds of Zildrog, wait for the beast's second coming. Led by the Exalted, the Heralds worship Zildrog as a god and maintain a shaky truce with Emperor Arkan. As long as the Heralds limit their criminal activities to the old world, the Knights of Zakul won't meddle in their affairs. However, both parties know this accord is temporary at best. Arkan isn't one to allow dissidence, and the Heralds believe Zildrog's rebirth to be imminent. And now we're heading back over to the market district. Senia back with us.
Not far from where I ended a mugging ring one time. Good memories. The arena fights are brutal. I'd shut them down if I could.
Come on, hit him! Hit him! You are kidding me!
$16,000, Mr. Wyndon.
6 in a row. Random matchups. You have to have an in, Mona. Tell me.
Enough data at your disposal and anything's possible. Want to see if 7's your lucky number?
Scamming citizens isn't legal, Mona Gale.
I'm not scamming anyone. And knights have no authority here.
Yes, you are. And I don't care. The Lady of Sorrows. Where is she?
If I knew where to find my most lucrative, reclusive, and dangerous meal ticket, I wouldn't give that up for one night and whatever you're supposed to be.
Battlemaster of the Jedi Order.
I have no idea what that is. Sounds made up, don't you think?
People of Zakuul, this is your Emperor. Hear me.
This should be good.
The criminal who plunged our great spire into darkness and chaos has finally been identified. The craven outlander who assassinated your immortal Emperor, my dear father, has escaped custody and remains at large, aided by a rogue knight of Zakuul. These deadly agitators were last sighted in the old world. If you encounter them, contact an authority figure immediately.
That's a problem.
So, where were we?
You were about to tell them where to find the Lady of Sorrows.
Except I can't. I really can't. I don't even know how to reach her. She only ever contacts me. But she does occasionally meet with the Heralds in Breaktown. They have some kind of truce. That's the best I can do. Just don't agitate us.
How about you stop taking advantage of others?
Sure. Whatever you say.
Breaktown's the underbelly of the underbelly. No mingling there. Only corruption and torment. You know, we might owe Arkan a thank you for unintentionally helping us. That announcement really brought you some clout.
If this is unintentional help, I'd hate to see what it looks like when it's on purpose.
But now we're going to be encountering more Sky Troopers. I'm sure plenty of people are on their holo communicators right now, letting the knights know where we're located. So now we're heading over to Breaktown to locate these Heralds of Zildrog. See what they know about this Lady of Sorrows. I think what we'll do beforehand is take a small break.
You saw the Lady of Sorrows.
I would like to normally break these chapters, like make each chapter its own video. But I believe chapter 7 here, the Lady of Sorrows chapter, is quite a long one. And so we have obviously a tram here to take us over to the underbelly of the underbelly, as Senia calls it. But there is still plenty to do, so we'll take a break here. Thank you all for joining me with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more as we continue with Knights of the Fallen Empire. Until then though, take care. Bye bye now.